Like, why are we making so much work for ourselves? Why are we putting units, and then when we get the units later, we're gonna have to take those out, put these in. Ugh. Money's the issue, but I got the itch and I need it done now. So, credit card it shall be.
Hey, we're duovagar and we have bought ourselves a big, empty canal boat. Yep, it's quite the project. It's 68 foot long by 12 feet wide, and of course, this is us. The scenery constantly changes, which is quite nice about being in nature, and Barley absolutely loves being outside. It's his favourite thing to do. So stay tuned and subscribe to see how far we get along.
Alright, it's a new day, and unfortunately it's not a very exciting day for us because we have to clean up all this mess. Don't pull that face, it has to be done.
It has become a bit cluttered all of a sudden. It's like we keep bringing things to the boat, we know where to put them. It's full.
It's not good. So what we're going to do today is we are going to start emptying out. Sorry, I know there's quite a few noises going on here, but we're going to empty out the spare bedroom of all the kitchen stuff, and we're going to take it through and we're going to put it into the kitchen area where the kitchen will go, so we can empty out that room so that we can start decorating that room, and also then start moving our bed into that room or whatever so that we can finish our room.
I managed to get some 12-volt fans yesterday, so we're going to connect these up into the bathrooms, and hopefully we can get all the bad smells out. Okay guys, so we're just obviously changing the kitchen, well, our makeshift kitchen to the right area for now, because we're going to start developing other areas in the boat. But we've intentionally left this border out, this last border of the floor, because this is where we're going to be building our kitchen. So what we thought is we'll build the kitchen units in, we'll build a frame to support the base of the kitchen, but what we'll do is we'll make the bottom panels of the kitchen accessible, like behind the drawers, underneath the drawers. If we pull the drawer out, we'll make a hole so we can inspect the bilge later on. Although all the bilges are connected, it's always nice to be able to access points, well, we thought, along the boat. So that's why we've intentionally left this board out. We do need to put one at the end there for where the fridge is going to fit, so we're going to have to purchase one of those this weekend when we go out. But for now, we're just putting a piece of wood timber in there so we can support this for the time being, but that is why the floor has a piece missing.
So yeah, so we have very luckily ordered a fridge, which is very annoyingly being delivered on a day that we didn't want to deliver, but what can we do? So we have to make a few changes, and we'll tell you more about that a little closer to the date. But yeah, this is the gap of the fridge. It is a double door fridge that we're putting in, half freezer, half fridge. And yeah, it makes sense to put the fridge on this side of the boat for stability as well, because we have our, well, not stability, but even distribution of weight. Because we have our washing machine and tumble dryer on that side. And so now we start putting heavy things on this side to even it out a little bit. So this is where the fridge will be. And also because it's so warm, I'm hoping to keep our stuff cool and not have to run to the shop every 5 minutes. Alright guys, so we've pretty much just put that unit in place. And we've got the bug. We've got the bug to get the kitchen. Now, I don't know what we're thinking because we are broke, but there's always the credit card, and the credit card is amazing because you just swipe and you just pay that bad boy off. So I think we are going to go ahead and we're going to go purchase a couple units, because that itch to just put the units in. I'm like, why are we making so much work for ourselves? Why are we putting units, and then when we get the units later, we're gonna have to take those out, put these in. Ugh. Money's the issue, but I got the itch and I need it done now. So credit card it shall be. Alright, so yesterday we left you off in a bit of a situation where we were like, should we get the kitchen? Should we not get the kitchen? We had lunch, we spoke about it, we were like, credit card it shall be. So we went straight to B&Q and we bought what we needed.
Well, not the whole kitchen, but we did buy the carcasses so we can lay them out. We can start seeing where they're going to fit, how they're going to fit. And we can start putting services behind them to supply power to like the hob and put the pipework in for the sink and etc, etc. So I think it's going to help us map out a little solution in the boat and see how everything feels, and we can get the right things going.
So yes, we have a lot of flat packing to put together. So that's going to probably take up most of our day today. But hopefully we will have our carcasses done up and sort of in place so that Christopher can build the bases, because we're not going to use the feet that come with it. Just for extra stability, he's going to build a base. We're going to put it on the base.
I'll talk about that.
Christopher will tell you about that. And yeah, let's get a kitchen in. It won't be complete, but there'll be some sort of something going on. Also, I went on a little shopping spree and I bought myself some plants, which I'm really happy with. You can see I'm getting in the decorating phase.
I know, I'm worried, because I'm going to fill this place up even more. Alright, well, I think we just got to the point where we were like, look, we've been winging it for so long, we've been struggling with our kitchen. It's time that we get this done. So we've just plunged into it. So this bad boy served its purpose, but it's now moving on.
So yeah, we've actually decided to repurpose this, and it's going to go in the corner.
It's going to go behind this wall, and we're going to build it into the wall, so we'll have some storage drawers in our, like, you know,
wet area, and then shoes underneath, and then coats on top.
Yeah, it's basically just going to be like fallout junk.
Fabulous. Anyway guys, I don't know, but every time we have like something really major going in, it feels really good, and we feel like we're moving up on the world and we're getting real la-di-da, and it's a really good feeling, because for a long time we've been struggling with everything. No water, no kitchen, like it's just no heater. We've been cold, now we're hot all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. But it's been a bit of a struggle, and everything that we do now is just making things a little bit easier as we go along, and it just feels a little bit better. Feels more homely. We have running water now, and so that makes it a little bit easier, but it is only in the bathroom, which is fine. I'm happy with that. So if we can get some into the kitchen, that'll be even more amazing. And yeah, every little step is a lot closer to the final end of this project, and it's starting to feel good now. The struggle's not as hard, but it's still there. But yeah, we're getting closer, so we're feeling better about it. And
It's a long way to the van. I've done this trip already like
5 times.
5 or 6 times.
How many are left?
2 more.
Okay.
Getting my sweat on for the morning. It's pretty far, and you have to go up the bank and across the car park. So yeah, I've seen a bit.
Good job. Galley. Wrong direction.
Run, 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 run! Run, 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 run!
Alright, I got the final one. I'm making my way down the canal. And then we're going to get started on this kitchen. I'm pretty amped to see how it comes together. I've been wanting to do this galley / kitchen for a very long time. So, and it's a lovely day. It's so hot. Look how nice the canal looks. It's bliss. So yeah, looking forward to get cracking.
Now, originally we wanted to go with DIY kitchens. Problem is, that their waiting time is pay now, only get it in July. So it's quite a long time to wait.
We're going this way.
So yeah, we just decided to go ahead and
Buy some carcasses and get started.
buy the carcasses and get started from B&Qs.
We can start on these, unboxing these units and start putting the first ones together. Then we can get sort of a rough height that we need to put the units. We can see how far back we can put these units. Obviously we want to utilize as much space as possible in the boat. So I can see how high we're going to make our base unit. I've decided to not use the original legs that come with the B&Q units, but instead to make a timber frame base. That way it's more sturdy and we can screw it down. It also allows us to slide the units further back, and that way getting more space in the boat. Alright, unit number 1.
Now that Christopher's got us all nice and cool,
Well, I had to cool down after carting these things all the way from like down there. It's like half a mile. So anyway, upwards and onwards, I guess.
right, what we need? Screwdriver.
And I'm going to pick on a particular company, but we say this a lot. They say IKEA ruining relationships for 50 years. Because let's be honest, I know you've all put flat pack furniture together. It's an army.
It's not that bad.
Whoever came up with it, come on, man.
Not that bad. Okay.
I see you are consulting the instruction manual after all.
I have to consult it just the once.
And what's it saying?
It says,
Do it the right way.
luckily there's pictures because I don't like writing.
First piece lost. Things have a tendency to fall in the bilge on a boat, but don't worry, I found it. Did you see her face? That's the first piece lost.
Like, we haven't even started yet, come on.
Alright, cool.
So we're doing all about cutting outside. I've given Christopher the evil eye. He's like, should we cut inside? I was like, no. Definitely not. Because I have vacuumed and I have cleaned up the space that we're working in. So you can't just come and make a mess again. I will give him a smack. So we're cutting outside and then we will come in and screw everything down.
How's the wind?
frame is done. That's coming in.
Alright,
Bless me. Right, so that's coming into this little area here. Come further over to that piece of wood. Okay, so we've got our base down, we've screwed it down, we have it in place, in the right place, and we've obviously put our one carcass on top of it already. So that's pretty much where our kitchen unit is going to be. We're going to have the extended countertop so that we have more space at the back, obviously, to try and get up to there. And then we have ordered wood for the sides. We need 6 sheets, which we've ordered, so we're waiting for those, and those will go straight up against the wall. And then obviously our countertop will meet the sheet at the back, so you're gaining all this extra space for coffee machine, toaster, kettle, and you don't miss out on any of this counter space here. So that's quite a nice feature. So we've got that in place, and we figured, hey ho, we might as well get the other 2 ready to go. Another morning, another day. A little bit of a chilly start this morning after the nice week of hot weather. We've gone down to like 8 degrees at night and 14 during the day, so it's a little bit on the cold side. Got a lot done this morning. We cleaned up the space because obviously we're carrying on with our kitchen today. We took Sunday off as a rest day, recharged our batteries, and we're ready to rumble today. So got the washing machine ready, gonna get some chores done, get the kitchen in, and then move on to something else.
Sorry about the noise, guys. We're running the generator because we are doing the washing and the drying at exactly the same time, and we're building the kitchen. We're basically down to the last unit. I think we've kind of got the rough layout sort of planned out. We're still going to finesse it a little bit more, but we're going to build this last unit and we're going to place it here, and then we're going to basically, we have a feel for the space, and then we're just going to think about it for like about an hour or so, and then we're going to start fixing it all in place, hopefully.
Now when he says the last unit, we've used an 800 drawer unit to be our island. So that's the last unit we're building now, and yeah, so far quite happy with how the feel is in here. Are you helping? Or are you destroying?
Are you deconstructing, or what's the story?
Are you helping?
Thanks.
Hey? What are you doing? You silly sausage.
Get it, baby, get it.
Good boy. Alright, so that was our last unit. We still need to build the base for the unit so that it can rise up to the same height as the others. We have our dishwasher going here, so that's the empty space for the dishwasher. We then have our basin, we then have a set of drawers. This is the little grocery cupboard. So I just want to kind of leave a little gap in between there to use it for like maybe a toaster and stuff like that, so it's hidden away.
Then on this side we have our fridge, which is very luckily arriving tomorrow. We then have our oven unit with our hob. We then have more drawers and more drawers. So that's pretty much the kitchen done. I say done, but you know, carcass wise, the layout is pretty much that, which is quite nice. And then here we'll have our extended table coming a little bit further out with 4 chairs. Another thing I've been dying for Christopher to do is to put the pieces of wood in front of the stairs. So I spotted the wood and I was like, all right, the kitchen's in, so now you've got another job to do. So we have all of our pieces ready. They're all offcuts from what we've done. So he's just marking them out. And then we can cut them. Woo! He's flying low.
Must be doing a flyby for the IWA. I think we might just pop down there this afternoon and have a look. What do you think?
IWA, what's that?
That's the Canal Boat Festival.
On a Monday?
Yes, it's a long weekend.
Is today public holiday?
Yeah.
Is that why all the kids are running around? I was like, why are these kids not in school?
Today's a holiday.
Aha, that makes sense. So these are all of our offcuts because of the angle of the roof. These were the offcuts from everywhere. So yeah, here's another one. He's following that though.
That was pretty cool.
If you say so.
I saw 2 others come by like 2 minutes ago.
I'm going to put it in this thing. Another one. We have ourselves a full-on air show here today. Well, that was pretty cool. We had ourselves our little air show here. Very loud, but very cool. Barney just barking at all of them. Hey, were they so loud? Hey, what were they doing? Were they coming by your house? Oh my gosh, so dramatic. Hey, you're okay. Nice little air show.
Yeah, free air show, loving it. Didn't even have to go anywhere. But I think we should go down and have a look at it. What do you think?
Okay. And so the prettiness begins of these stairs, and everything underneath can be hidden away.
Finally. They've taken some strain.
What, the stairs?
The stairs have taken some strain.
Oh yeah. But at least we know it's going to
We would
hold.
have done without them.
I know, right?
Remember when we were climbing in and out of the boat with a step ladder and it was balancing, and then you're like, remember that day I fell and hit
Yeah, your leg, and you still have it. You
scar.
still have a scar from that.
Yeah, I'm scarred for life. Okay.
Makes such a difference.
Does it?
It does. If I stand back here, it's like, oh, we have some almost finished stairs. It's like a whole new look.
finally,
it.
it's almost finished. So basically, I've done the stairs to this point. It's been such a busy morning. Finally, the stairs are feeling a whole lot better. We're still going to put like a wall here and a wall here, probably to the third step, and then we can put a small hand railing on both sides, just to help people when they're coming down, you know.
When we get old.
Or when we get old. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about how they feel. Hey, what do you think?
It looks so much neater, so much better.
We'll test them out. So if we have a wall coming from the roof or from the ceiling down, probably to about the third step, and a short rail, just so when you're coming in you can just, you know, help yourself down and walk in easily. That's the plan.
I love it. Just looks a little bit more finished off, for sure. So finally I got that one ticked off the list. Thanks, Dave.
And also less scrap running, like lying around.
Yes.
All these offcuts of wood just driving me nuts. Got to move them from this side to that side, this side to that side. So at least they didn't go to waste as well.
I've also just made some makeshift countertops. Have you seen that?
I see. And on this side.
I've made this is an offcut that we have. It's like the perfect size. Just to cover the countertop so that we don't damage it.
These are hardwood countertops.
Yeah. Definitely top of the range.
Top of the range countertops.
Yeah. This one comes with a little bit of staining. Ready?
Yeah, that's the natural grain of the wood.
Oh, is that the natural grain? Okay.
Quite nice.
And I've done this side and the middle one as well.
The middle one as well.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Nice. What is the hobbit size? Although these things are quite dangerous.
Yes, well, I only found that screw just to keep that one in place.
Okay.
But, you know.
Alright, we'll get there one day. Alright, I think that's about it for now. I need to go and check out the Canal Boat Festival. And so we popped down to Little Venice for the festival. Unfortunately, we're only catching the tail end because we're all work. But maybe we can go have an ice cream or something and have a look around.
Come back from IWA and we decided that we are no longer going to do any work, so we are stopping all tools, putting them down.
Yeah, we had a good time in Little Venice, looking at the boats, wandering around. Barley met some other dogs. We had ourselves a sneaky ice cream. It was pretty good.
And the sun came out, so it didn't rain on us, which was quite nice.
But for the rest of the afternoon, we think we're going to chill. We're going to sit back and watch some YouTube. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.